you so much, Minister. And let me perhaps start by just saying, for me personally, it's wonderful to be back in Ethiopia. It's been about 6 years since I was here last, and I am really enjoying having a day here. So thank you, and thank you to your team. The meeting this morning, I think, has been very, very fruitful, discussing a number of issues, and perhaps I'll just point out a few. Of course, we took a stock taking on the economic reform program, which is so important, which the World Bank is supporting. And we took a stock taking of where you are in implementation of the reforms, our support to the reforms, which involve both macroeconomic and fiscal adjustments, but also very important reforms in sectors, in the banking sector, in the financial sector, and particularly ensuring we create an enabling environment for the private sector, because it's from the private sector that a lot of the investments and jobs, of course, have to come from. We also took note, and I think this is such an encouraging area for Ethiopia, of the very significant amount of young people in this country who bring the dynamism, and that we also need to make sure have the skills and the tools and the opportunities to be able to participate, have good jobs, and to create their own future in the country and to contribute here. Of course, the investments that we're doing together in digital are very important, because digital is thus being put in place. So I think this is all very, very good. We have also been working closely together to address the reconstruction needs that you are doing for stability and peace, and the World Bank is very pleased to be helping with setting up a multi-donor trust fund. We're grateful for some of the early donations and grants and support we're seeing for the trust fund, but we discussed that we really need to mobilize resources for this trust fund and make sure that we get significant resources for what will be a large requirement and large undertaking. And then we also discussed, of course, that Ethiopia is a recipient of IDA. This is the International Development Association of the World Bank. It's, in other words, our fund for the countries that need the most support. And here I was very pleased to see that we're executing our program efficiently and effectively. And I appreciate that, and I would just encourage us to keep up the implementation so strongly. So thank you so much, and thank you for having us here.
Thank you, Anna and Victoria. First of all, I would like to welcome you again to Ethiopia. It's a very important visit. Yourself coming here, discussing with us in terms of also visiting the project we are collectively delivering together. World Bank is the biggest and the most important comprehensive strategic partner to Ethiopia in terms of volume and the sector of our cooperation. We are working with World Bank in terms of human development, on economic growth, resilience, economic reform agenda, regional integration agenda. So in major development areas in the country, World Bank is supporting significantly, and we have so many projects under implementations. We have also upcoming envelopes, which is going to be approved in the board soon. So Ethiopia is the largest beneficiary when it comes to IDA, and we are using this resource with good result. And Ethiopia is a country where IDA resource is well used. The demand from Ethiopia is very huge because of population size, economic growth, the reform, recovery, reconstruction. All the multiple agendas that Ethiopia is pursuing now requires an enhanced partnership with the bank. We would like also to ask the bank to work with us in terms of availing more resources for our different development interventions, the upcoming ones, the existing ones, consolidation of the social protection program we are having. I would like also to thank you for establishment of MDTF for recovery and reconstruction, which we have already started receiving money. Your leadership in mobilizing more resources is important. The issue of DDR is also very important. Your leadership, your resource mobilization, and convening other development partners is going to be very important. And with our sustaining and deepening of economic reform agenda, in which the private sector development is going to be an anchor, World Bank is the biggest partners. It's not only through IDA, but the private sector window is going to be very important. Ethiopia will work also to tap into more regional windows, because Ethiopia is geographically central in terms of Horn of Africa. We have many projects connecting us to our neighbors. So the Horn of Africa initiative is also delivering and very consistent. We would like to thank you for your support in that one. The agenda of digitalization, digital ID support is going to be very important. So with sustaining of economic reform, to sustain our growth, to further enhance the deepening of economic reform, significant support from World Bank is expected, and we have reached into a consensus that we are going together to work by availing more resources and more technical support to Ethiopia in terms of addressing multiple challenges so that we can sustain the good gains we have been doing in the last 5 years in terms of strong economic growth and addressing the macro imbalance and the vulnerabilities also at the core of it. So I would like to thank you, Victoria, for visiting us. The country team is a very excellent team, working with us diligently and collectively delivering. And so looking forward for enhanced, strengthened partnership between the bank and Ethiopia as Ethiopia moves in terms of sustaining its growth and addressing the multiple challenges toward sustained, inclusive, private sector-led growth. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
እናመሰግናለን። ማኔጂንግ ዳይሬክተሯና የወርልድ ባንክ የአፍሪካ ሰብሳሃራን አፍሪካ ሪጅን ቫይስ ፕሬዚደንት በኢትዮጵያ ጉብኝት እያካሄዱ ነው የሚገኙት። ዛሬ ጠዋት ከክቡር ጠቅላይ ሚኒስትራችን ጋር ውይይት አድርገዋል። ከኛም ከገንዘብ ሚኒስቴርና ከብሔራዊ ባንክ ቲም ከተውጣጣ ቲም ጋር ሰፋ ያለ ውይይት አድርገናል። የውይይታችንም ዋና ይዘት ኢትዮጵያ እያካሄደችው ያለችው የልማት ፕሮግራም የኢኮኖሚ ሪፎርም አጀንዳ በተመለከተ ሰፊ ውይይት አድርገናል። የዓለም ባንክ ትልቁ አጋር ነው ለኢትዮጵያ ልማት፣ ለኢትዮጵያ ሪፎርም ጉዳዮች ማለት ነው። የተለያዩ ፕሮጀክቶችን ተግባራዊ እያደረግን እንገኛለን። አብዛኛው የፕሮጀክቶች አፈጻጸም በጣም ጥሩ መሆኑን ተወያይተንበታል። ኢትዮጵያ በአሁኑ ጊዜ የሚያስፈልጋት ድጋፍ በጣም ትልቅ ነው። በተለይ ኢኮኖሚ ሪፎርሙን ለማስቀጠል የግሉን ዘርፍ የኢኮኖሚ ልማት ለማሳደግ በመንግስት የተጀመሩ የሪፎርም ስራዎችን ተግባራዊ ለማድረግ ተጨማሪ ድጋፍ መደረግ እንዳለበት ከስምምነት ላይ ደርሰናል። የዓለም ባንክ ከሌሎች የልማት አጋሮች ጋር በመሆን የኢትዮጵያን የእድገት እንዲሁም የሪፎርም አጀንዳዎች በከፍተኛ ደረጃ ለማገዝ ከስምምነት ላይ የተደረሰበት ሁኔታ ነው ያለው። ስለዚህ ለዚህ የሚያስችል ተጨማሪ ሀብት ለማሰባሰብ በጋራ የምንሰራ መሆኑን ተግባብተናል። እንዲሁም የኢኮኖሚ ሪፎርም እና የኢኮኖሚ እድገቱን ከማስቀጠል በተጨማሪ የመልሶ ግንባታ የመልሶ ማቋቋም ስራዎች ዲዲአርን ጨምሮ የወርልድ ባንክ ሊያግዘን ዝግጁ መሆኑንና የተጀመሩ ስራዎች በጥሩ ሂደት ላይ መሆኑን ገምገመናል። ይሄንን ማጠናከር የምንቀጥል ይሆናል። ኢትዮጵያ በቀጠናው ትልቅ ሚና ትጫወታለች። ከብዙ ጎረቤት ሀገሮች ጋር ትጎራበታለች። ከብዙ ጎረቤት ሀገርም የጋራ ልማት ፕሮግራሞች አሉን። ስለዚህ በቀጠናዊ ትስስር ፕሮጀክት የሆርን ኦፍ አፍሪካ ኢኒሼቲቭ የምንለው ማለት ነው ዓለም ባንክ በከፍተኛ ደረጃ እያገዘ ይገኛል። የኮሪዶሮች ልማት የጅቡቲ ኮሪዶር፣ የበርበራ ኮሪዶር፣ ሌሎችም ኮሪዶሮች ልማት ላይ ከኛ ጋር ለመስራት ከስምምነት ላይ ደርሰዋል። ባለፈውም ለዚህ የሚያስችል ትልቅ ሀብት የሚሰጡበት ሁኔታ ነው ያለው። ስለዚህ የሪጂናል ዊንዶው ላይም ተጨማሪ ስራ መስራት እንዳለብን ነው የተስማማ ነው። ስለዚህ የኢኮኖሚክ ሪፎርም አጀንዳውን በማስቀጠል ውጤታማ የሆነውን የመንግስት የሪፎርምና የእድገት ስራ በጠንካራ ድጋፍ ከኢትዮጵያ ጋር ለመቀጠል ከስምምነት ላይ የተደረሰበት ነው። በተለይ ደግሞ የዓለም ባንክን የአይዳ የሚባለው ሪሶርስ በመጠቀምና ውጤታማ በማድረግ ረገድ የኢትዮጵያ መንግስት እጅግ በጣም ውጤታማ ስራ እየሰራ መሆኑን በራሳቸው በውይይታችን ብቻ ሳይሆን በተግባር በመጎብኘትም ያዩበት ሁኔታ ነው ያለው። ስለዚህ ይሄንን ውጤታማ ስራ ለማስቀጠል በስፋት አብረን ለመስራት ከስምምነት ላይ የተደረሰበትና እጅግ በጣም ውጤታማ ውይይት ነው የነበረው። ስለዚህ ለጉብኝታቸው በጣም እናመሰግናለን። ታንኪዩ።